Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and that's the program that you're listening to right now. So let's start it up. You know how we do it. And you know that this is Sunday, or the first day of the week, first day after the Sabbath. Banned from the Bible, 3 books in one: Enoch, Jubilee, and Hashir. But you gotta read Hashir first, Jashur. The reason why I say Hash because you know they had no J's back in there, but I do pronounce Jubilee. So, but anyway, read that book first. That's the time we left the garden to win the promised land. First, the book of Hashir. From the time we left the garden to win the promised land the first time. Jubilee is the prophecy. And everything that was going to happen from the time we left the garden until this day. From the time we left the garden until today. And Enoch's prophecy of everything that was going to happen in the world from generation to generation. Unto us from generation to generation also. Apocrypha. The Apocrypha: knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, hope, charity, judgments, execution of judgments, prophecy, doctrine, and very much evil and wickedness. I tell you where these things come from. They do. How these things came about. The Testament of Solomon. The demons. Yeah, the demons. I suggest that you do this here. I read the book. How I got the book, you know how the Lord God come and give you the books and things like that. But when I was seeking out the prophets, as he said, and so I was listening to this on the Testament on Solomon on YouTube. So you know, here the women. She was talking about it, and I was listening to it, and so I got deep into it. So I ordered a book, and then I started reading the book. Then, man, all those things started coming together. Yeah, all those things what Jesus was talking about, and then them demons and what they're doing, and those that say they're Jews but not. So that's in the Testament of Solomon, and we're gonna touch on this a little bit today. Yes, we are. And so then we come up to this while I'm here. They say I send the Testament of 12 Petrarch. Say I want to send Elijah before the great dress for day. He should turn the hearts of the children back to the father, and father the hearts back unto the children. So who are the fathers? The fathers are Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher, and Joseph and Benjamin. And they left us forever inheritance. And you go to Benjamin, yeah, page 107, the Testament of Benjamin, one of our fathers, and he tell you about the inheritance that they left us. It's a forever inheritance. We'll talk about that later also. And all those lead up to what? The Holy Bible. The Holy Bible came from somewhere. And if you read those books, you know where the Holy Bible come from. Then we have this, the Gnostic Gospel. So we have Gnostic Gospel of Thomas, Mary, and John. So we have things in the Gnostic Gospel that are not in the Holy Bible, which you should know now. They have other books and things to say. Then you have this paper here. Not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord. And this is the paper that the Lord God gave me. And when he was, you know, teaching, when he sent his holy angels and him himself was teaching me things that he wanted me to know. And I had to get away from the doctrines, the strange doctrines of men. Untempered mortar, that's what he called them. That's right. So you know we have the dreams. We do. But before we get into the dreams, so I had a video called Me and the Devil. That's one of the videos. Me and the Devil, me and the demons. The devil, me and the devils. So fighting the devil. So I was doing a lamp. And I told you in one of the videos how the Lord God gave me this lamp to light because those demons was wearing me out, man. Those demons was coming. And I mean, they couldn't do, I was fighting them, spiritual warfare, but they can't really do you nothing. They can, but I'm talking about flesh. They want to inhabit the flesh. So they want to get in your flesh. They want to take you over. That's what they want to do. And so that's what you're fighting against, from demons to enter into your spirit, to take your spirit. To take your spirit out your body, out the flesh, and then they inhabit your body. So that's what they want to do. That's right. So when you see these people doing things that you never heard of, a lot of these people haven't taken hold of the Word of God. A lot of people haven't been baptized. And some of them have been baptized and went back into the world. That's right. Them 7 more demons more wicked than 4 and got into them. And so when you see those things going on, you think that's that man, but really them demons then got into him. And demons get him to do anything they want him to do. Like in that movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. And after they do it, and they kill that flesh, he just leave that flesh and go to another flesh and inhabit that and do his work with that flesh, with that body also. Yeah, those things are true. All you gotta do, go read the Testament of Solomon. Really get into studying the law of that God word. When we cast them, when it was cast no demons out of those people. Where did those demons go? They didn't go to hell. He didn't cast them to hell. He didn't cast them to the bottom of the pit. So where did they go? So that's what I'm saying. So those demons that ran into that pig, the demons that he cast into the pigs ran off the cliff and they died. So where did those spirits go? Where those evil, wicked spirits go? They're still alive, still running. That's what they're trying to tell you, that they're still alive. Them fallen angels. You can't kill them. You can destroy the flesh, but that spirit wasn't lived on until when? Till the Lord come back. Yeah. All right. So what I'm doing, I'm going to show you how to do this before we get into our dreams and things. All right. Let me see if I can bring this up here. It's just a little lamp. Now I bought this one here from Amazon. I didn't pay that much for it. Whatever, how much it wasn't that much. And so that's a little lamp. That's all it is. And that's all I do is just burn this thing. So now I'm going to show you what I do to it. It's something simple. It's really simple. Yeah, it's something simple, man. But this is going to help you to fight them demons, man. We know when the Lord God said about the 10 virgins, 5 had oil and 5 did not. Yeah. And the 5 that oil they had in a vessel. So here's the deal. All this is olive oil. Is what they call it, virgin olive oil. That's all it is, virgin olive oil. That's what I had, and I buy a certain kind because all of it's not the same. All of it say virgin olive oil, but some of that stuff is watered down, man. And when you burn it, you can find out. And cause when you start burning it, you see that oh, there go that sweat. When you burn it, you can either see that that is watered down because it doesn't burn right. It leaves don't burn everything. It leaves the water. Yeah. So next, I have this. I know you say, look at that. I can put it on my head now. That's a white cotton ball. Let me see if I can, well, I'm hoping that you can get to see now. I guess you won't see. It's a white cotton ball. That's all it is. It's just a white cotton ball. That's all it is, just a white cotton ball. And so I just take the cotton ball, loose. I just unloosen it, and I tear it in half. I just tear it in half, because all I want is a little piece of it. See, I just tear it in half, get that little piece like that. And I take that little piece and fold it. And I just twist it together. That's all I do. Twist it together. And then I take it, twist it together, dip a little olive oil in it, and okay. Then I take it and I do this. I just take it and push it in there. See, I just take it and push the cotton in there. So take it, push the cotton all the way down in there, and all I have is a little bit sticking up, as you can see. Right here, I just have a little bit of it sticking up. All right. Okay, I'm not finished yet. Then take the olive oil. And you don't need that much. All you need just a little bit to fill it up. It doesn't take much to fill it up. So it's pour the olive oil in there. Now these are for you might have virgins, y'all virgins, men and women virgins, they have both of them, and y'all fighting with them demons, or you just fighting with demons, period. That's what I suggest that you do. Light some of this in your house. Oh man. Light it, see? Do it like that. Put it up on there. Let's see. Don't worry about it. It's gonna light sooner or later. I just didn't take and put a little piece with me. I don't have a little piece sticking up to light it phase. Like maybe I done it that time. So I just take and light it. Let's see what it's gonna light. How long it's gonna take to light. So it depends on there you go. See? And then as it start burning, you can't see the flame. So yeah, there you go. See? And that flame will burn. And I just burn it. I just let it burn. So when the Lord God showed me that, and I started burning that, see man, them demons. Now I still have problems with them, but I don't have problems like I had first with them coming, all types coming in and trying to do stuff. No, I don't have that. I don't have that type of problem no more. But I have other things. I have other things, but not the problem of those demons come and snatch. More the just I don't have that problem as much as I used to. So without the Lord God told me how to just burn the candle, burn the olive oil in the lamp, and I have a little saucer that I just put in there for to catch the the oil as it burns and comes out, because it gonna come out. Yeah. I don't have the best of vessel to burn it in, but I do have some, and I burn that, and the Lord God taught me to burn it, and then I don't have all those problems with them demons. Not like man that I had problems with them demons, man. Oh, and then like he told you, the lamp, have oil for your lamp, and I have a vessel to carry your oil in, and I try to make sure I don't never run out. Try my best to never run out there. What I do, so all the stuff that I'm showing you, all the things that I take my tithes, and that's why I purchase. That's what I purchase. I take my tithes. The tithes are for the God, for the furthering of the gospel. Tithes are there for to help you. There is to help you. That's what they are. That's what they are there for. And so, so that's what I do. I take my time, purchase the books, take my time, make sure I have enough incense to burn, frankincense and myrrh. It's myrrh, frankincense, myrrh, and frankincense, myrrh, and what else I have? And the charcoal, because I use the round charcoal, and I take that and burn that on top of the other little thing that I found, and I burn that incense. That's right. So when I pray in the morning before the sunrise, when you start knowing how to sacrifice the Lord and what is acceptable unto a sacrifice in the Lord, I suggest anybody do this here, because the Lord God taught me how to do this. What I did was I started listening to everything that's on the YouTube. If they say the scriptures, not in the books or nothing. I'm talking about scriptures, like they say the book of Adam and Eve. That's scriptures. That's the testimony that our fathers and them left us. And so I listen to that. Man, did Adam and Eve go through? But I learned how to about the lights and what to do. I learned about why frankincense and myrrh, and I learned from Seth, the second book of Adam and Eve. I learned about that. So you have to understand where these things come from, and the Lord God did those things for you. That's right. All those things, everything that's going on, that's happening, is for you. It's not for. It's not for. He did it for you. Everything is done. It's done for you. Okay, so now you know about the oil in the lamp and what it's for. And I suggest you do it. I suggest you do it. And you say, well, I'm going to get the money for it. Well, use your tithes. Use your tithe money. Use your tithes. That's what I'm telling you. Use your tithe. And if you don't sacrifice for the Lord, don't think the Lord going to sacrifice you. And I promise you that your whole life going to change. Everything changed for me. When I repented with my whole heart and kept his holy covenant, not just the Sabbath day, it's a covenant that he made. And I entered into the bonds of the forever covenant. That's what your inheritance, the bonds of the covenant. Everybody kept that. When you get away from that church house with all that hooping and hollering and shouting and screaming and nobody getting healed. Nobody getting healed. Because you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. So that's show it to you once again. See? That's all it is. That's a lamp. That's a lamp and it burns olive oil. So let me put that on the side. Put that down on the side, come back. All right. So I was watching this truth. I was watching this picture. This picture with Jet Li and with that jacket chain about a king. But you know, wisdom, you can find if you look for wisdom, so she's there. If you look for her and seek out, she's there. And so, you know, Lord God give you everything in His time. And so, the little boy, this young man, wanted Jack and Chain to teach him the arts of fighting, you know, the kung fu and all that different stuff. But so every time he would tell him about the different techniques, the boy said, "Oh yeah," and the boy would recite a movie, Bruce Lee or Chung Fu, the Seven Blows, and all that stuff. He just and so Jackie Chan gave him a cup. He said, "Here's a cup," and the cup was filled up. He said, "Here's a cup." So he filled the cup, and he said, "That's what you like, that cup." And he told him to amp the cup. And he took it, just throw the water out the cup, but he didn't understand. And a lot of y'all don't understand when I tell you in things and try to explain it to you, as the Lord God give it to me, I try to give it to you, but you don't understand. And when I tell you, you have to come out those church houses. You have to be stripped naked. That's what the Lord God telling you. You have to be stripped naked of everything that you have learned from these people. You learned that from the heathen. You learn that from your enemies. And I tell you all the time, and I ask you the question same time, are your enemies going to give you the weapons to overcome him? Now, are they going to do it? That's right. You're in a strong bondage, just like the Lord God said. And this is a design plan. And then people not changing their plan. Just like I tell you, you go to those private schools. Private school, Catholic private school, they have never changed nothing. In those private schools, they have never changed nothing. And those people that's the people who runs everything, who rules over the Leviathan, who's in the Leviathan system. That's what they are, and they're not gonna change that. They're not gonna change. But you, that's in public school, every time you look around, they change something. That's right. And say they don't have enough funding and all that. Foolishness. That's all it is, foolishness. To do what? To keep on, keeping you giving them, and they be on top, and you be on the bottom. They be the head, and you be the tail. So you gotta learn how, gotta empty that cup out. Everything that these people have taught you in Sunday school, Sabbath school, and all those different schools and things like that, those things was taught you to keep you in bondage, to dumb you down. That's what they were for, and that's what they did to me. They dumbed me down. That's right, they dumbed me down. Yeah. And like I said, if you don't think you dumbed down, go to the surrender prayer. About God give me the knowledge to accept things that I can't change. That's a lie. That's a lie. And I'm telling you, that's a lie. So you go listen to that. And so That's the thing. Just like this voting thing coming up, this voting season. I listen to them. Listen to these people all trying to get you out there. You can go out there and vote. You go right on ahead and keep on voting for this wicked system that you're in. And it's not going to change now. You still got all those men out there in them jailhouses. A lot of them men are innocent. And a lot of them paying, crying for something that they're supposed to not do that much time for. And they're doing life sentence for something they don't. But their counterpart do the same thing. Don't do all the time. But then you go right on ahead and keep on voting for this wicked system. And that's what the Lord God telling you all the time. You ain't got to do all that foolishness. You don't. All you have to do is do simple things. Repent with your whole heart. Be baptized in Jesus' name. And re-enter into the bonds of the covenant. Repent with your whole heart. Keep all His commandments, all 10 commandments, and re-enter into the bonds of the covenant. That's Deuteronomy chapter 20 and Deuteronomy chapter 7 tell you everything what you need to do to get out of this system. Go to this book, The Testament of 12 Patriarchs. Go to that book. And in that book, page 59 and page 75, go read that and see how to come up and get out of this bondage that you're in, this strong delusion. Okay? So that's it. So now, let's see if I can, dreams. Man, them dreams, bro. You know when them dreams come, ain't too much you can do. Excuse me. Ain't too much you can do when them dreams come. I got that Olive oil. It gonna get on stuff if you don't handle it right. And I didn't handle it right. I just wanted to show you. The lamp, so that you can probably burn them lamps, especially virgin, and you got all them demons coming there attacking your body, taking and doing things for you that you don't want to be done to you. Start burning that lamp. Start burning that lamp. Start praying and burn that lamp. Get you some incense and burn in the morning. Get the incense and burn in the morning. When you get up before sunrise, get that incense, start burning, and then in the evening before the sunset, get your incense and start burning as you pray, saying your prayer. There's nothing wrong with that, because the Lord God tells you that how the incense come up with the prayers of the saints, and He captured all that. And so when the time comes, you're going to take all the prayers of the saints, put them in a golden censer, add incense unto it, and cast it back down on the earth for all those who have done the saints wrong. That's right. Okay. September 28th. I was with my brother. We went into this building downtown on Canal Street in the CBD area. I was lying down in the bed, and I woke up, and he was gone. Yeah, both of us were in this building, and the building was like, they only had a bed in the building. The building was empty, like they remodeling the building, or they doing, working in the building. So I had something in a test tube that was hiding, protecting our garden. Yeah, a test tube there had something white in it, and I was hiding it, protecting it, and guarding it from whoever I was doing it for. Then I woke up and he was gone. Yeah, I didn't see him when he get in the bed, but I know he got in the bed, and I woke up in the morning, he was gone. I was not totally naked, and I was putting on, I had night clothes on. I was putting on clothes when I woke up. I still had the tube, wondering where he had went. The morning was coming in, and I wanted us to leave before all the people come in. Or how the people start coming, they start walking the street, and people gonna come in that building. So that's what wrong. But the people was outside. People was outside walking, starting their day. Next they had came in the building. Yeah, next they came in the building. I put on my clothes and looked at the tube and went down this hall. And then, down in this hall, how you go to the bedroom. The bedroom had halls on both sides. Bedrooms on both sides. And they had light on. And so I saw this man, and thinking my brother was in the bedroom, because I heard people in the bed, because I heard someone in there. Next, I was out in the street in the crowd. Then I woke up. So that's one thing. This is a kind of long dream, but it's another brother dream. I had I had purchased 2 vehicles. I had to go pick them up. An old white lady had them for me. I go to pick them up. One is a Rolls Royce, an older model, and the other is a bicycle with a long sissy handlebar. We call them sissy handlebars when it's coming up. And I wanted to make sure I had the papers on them so I could drive them. The Rolls Royce, I bring them home, and they are in my house. So I purchased them, so make sure I had the papers on. So when I come home, the car is in the house. Next scene in the house, I don't know who they are or how they got in the house. And I'm lying down in the bed, and I don't know. Um, so you hear something. I heard something outside. I heard the door and all of that. And so I raised my head to see, and then it's my brother. He peek his head around the corner, and come to think about it. But anyway, I see it was my brother. Could have been my dad, but they look something alike. So I raised my head to see the peek, or to look out the bedroom door, and I see his head, and I know it's him, because he peeked out and see what I was doing while I was still in the bed, sleep or something. That's what he did. So I am up, and I go into a room where he was, and I see a bicycle with the sissy handlebars. The long handlebars. Oh, that's what they call it. The bike looked brand new, but it is an old style. So what they did, they brought back the old 60 type bicycle with the tall sissy handlebars and the banana seat. But this banana seat, with the sissy handlebars and banana seat, but this seat is black and have more larger point on it than the original seat. Because the original banana seat, it was long, and it came to a point like a banana. But this seat was the same thing, it was long, but the point of it was a black seat. But the long point of it, curved. The curve was larger. It was a larger curve. So I go into the kitchen where he is at, and I see the Rolls Royce parked in the back room. Hey. And the colors were silver with red interior, the red interior, red trim. My brother is in the kitchen looking for something to eat, but he was with this white woman, with him, young woman. Now they was looking for something to eat. I started helping them to look. I opened the cabinet door, and in it is frozen cereal boxes, family size, large in the front, and then it goes back. So what it was that you know how you have the secret cereal box arranged, and it looked like it was frozen. But the large box was in the front, and then it had one line going on the side, still in uniform. One side going to the right, one like to made a V. And but the big box was in the front, then it made a V. That's right. And going back, standing up on a V shape. I looked in the refrigerator. They had 2 freezer bags. One bag had 2 meatballs with some sauce, and the other had meatball and not much sauce. And so I thought, somewhere my sister must have left this. Now I gave the one with the 2 in it for the heat up or to microwave it. So I gave that to him for him and the girl. She said the main name that was with her, white man also Esau. And I knew him and asked him why he didn't come in. So she said that she had somebody with her. She said the man name and everything, but I don't remember the man name. And then I asked her, well, why he didn't come in? Because I knew him also. And when she said his name, a picture of him, or a pic came into my mind. So now somebody tell you something, and then you visualize him. So that's what it was. Now I take the one, and it was, oh man, yeah, I take the one and it was raw. Yeah, and when I put it into the microwave and warm it, it had cooked some, so I pulled it apart and seen that it was raw. Yeah, the meatball, I took and put it in the microwave to warm it up. So when I put it in the microwave to warm it up, not realizing the inside it was raw, I took it out and I pulled it and I seen that it had cooked some, but it still was raw. And I said I have to go, so I said I have to go outside to the back door, up the back steps to see how much the roof had damaged the upstairs, because I knew what the roof had a leak in it, and I knew it was leaking upstairs. So see this dreaming thing down reading? I had a dream that I'm doing the same thing, reading this dream to you, the same dream and everything. Had a dream about me, had a dream about me dreaming, reading this to you. So these things have come to pass, or they're gonna come to pass. That's right, they're gonna come to pass. And they come to pass fast. Because all of them dreams that I told on the radio 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years or 3 years, all those dreams that start coming to pass. And they come to pass so fast, man. And some dreams I'll say, some dreams the Lord will give me on Saturday, and before the week is out, it came past. Or how many days it says in the dream, that's how many days it come to pass. So that's how the things are coming. But anyway, I used to dream that I can go out the back door and upstairs. My house is a single house. It don't have no upstairs on it. But when I dream, they have an upstairs to it. And I know what the upstairs mean now. It took a while for me. But I go upstairs and have rooms and everything. So that's what's happening. I go out the back door now. The steps are rotten from the from the bottom from the bottom of the porch to the top of the porch. The steps are rotten, but they still have some steps that are left from the top of the porch to go upstairs. And so I look over and I see this ladder, and so I say, well, I can reach the ladder and put the ladder with the rest of the stairs, and I can go into the back door. But before I can do that, they have an old friend of mine. Him and 2 other men are in the backyard. First, he tried to hide, stoop behind something so I won't see him. But he got up and said, we are looking for a clown. That's right. So when he said he's looking for a clown, so a picture come in my mind of an old, a yellow clown with red and yellow spots like that on the clown. The suit is fully yellow with red spots or red stars on it, and his head, the regular head with the white makeup on, and the clown, red lips and stuff. So that's what it was. That what came to my mind. So the clown now comes into my mind in the picture I pick up it. I say, it's over where you left it. That's what I tell them. So it say over there. So it is still there. Him and another man pick up the top of a dresser, and they have a picture of a tiger carved and painted in it. So it was, we have some dressers that don't have no mirror for children. They don't have no mirror or nothing. It just be solid wood. From the dresser on top where they had the mirror support, where that's solid wood, and then they have the 2 shelves on it. But this one was just the top shelf. The dresser wasn't there. And then when I first looked at it, I thought it was the clown, but when I looked at it again, it was a tiger. So at first look at it, looked like a clown, and I took a close look, it was a tiger. So I go in the backyard where he has moved a few items, and I pick up a clown. So I get down, go in the backyard, and so I go in the backyard where he is at. So I move a few items looking for the clown. The clown. So I pick up a clown. The clown I had pictured in mind was red, yellow spots face with the clown face makeup. But this clown was blue and white, and it was blue and white, and it was about 3 feet tall. That's what it was, blue and white, and it was made up like it. That his head was like that clown that they coming out with the movie on. But he had this one was short about 3 feet and had blue overalls with a white shirt, and his face was made up like it. Yeah, with the white and the teeth and all that. And it was short, no taller than 3 feet tall, and his hands and the arms were stretched out. Because it's not real, it's plastic like. So his hands are all stretched out. So I put it up around. So I picked it up around his waist and asked, "Is this it?" They looked at it, and I woke up before they could answer. But I think he said it was. So that's what I dream. It was kind of a long dream, but I have another one too. But then, I shut your eyes and I hear myself snoring. And then, so as soon as I shut my eyes, I have a vision. So in this vision, you have some vision with your eyes open, you have some vision with your eyes closed. So when I close my eyes, as soon as I close my eyes, I see a old lighthouse. Yeah, the old type of lighthouse. I guess they have new type, but this is the old kind. And the bottom was white, and the top was red, and you can see the rocks and everything where it was at, and the water. But at the bottom of the screen, it looked like the screen that like a regular television screen, big wide away. But at the bottom of the screen, it had some words written at the bottom of the screen, and I couldn't make out what the words said. But I know I had it at the bottom of the screen of the lighthouse. Next, you know how you be walking by the grass and you drop something in the grass, then all those little white things fly up. But so these white insects flew up, and they looked like moths, little white moths flying up. And no, and I said no. I said no, they can't be gnats because I know how gnats are. But I dropped think a ride or something in the grass, and all of them flew up. A whole lot of them just flew up, and so I saw that. All right, then they had a conversation with this couple talking. The man said, how the couple was talking and everything, and I don't know what they was talking about, but they had this other man say, that's called this. He said that is called biting each other. That he said that is called biting each other. And then same people, same couple, same man. They went to go to take care of something. The man said, "No, you go ahead," and he would take care of it for them. So that was he said. Y'all go ahead, and I'm gonna take care of it for you. Them people didn't go for that. He was an elder couple. They didn't go for that. So they wanted a man wanted to beat them out their money. So you gotta look out for that. They gonna have that. And then they wanted to go see a family member. They wanted to go see a family member. Yeah, they wanted to go see a family member in a show, and they went going. They were going to go to see a family member in a show, and this man said they weren't going to mount to anything anyway. So that was the man telling because they wanted to go see a family. So everything that man said, man, it was it was an elderly couple, man. He was really taking advantage of them and telling them everything negative and doing everything. Yeah. All right. So same type of scenario. This was no dream. These black women and black children are in an internment camp. They had 3 rows, and each guard had on like that blue and stuff, blue and black uniform like TSA wear. So they had different uniforms, but all of them was TSA with that blue and black uniform. And so they had 3 guards, and all these guards looked the same. They just had on different uniforms. And it really looked like clones. That's what it looked like. And so they had the black woman. She was sitting on a cot, and had this little girl that was with her. You know how little children take and put their elbows and look them in their mama's face, and so it was like that. So I said TSA, the Homeland colors on her. The mom was sitting on the cot. The daughter was leaning on her with her elbow. The guard said, cheer up, it's not, it said, cheer up, it's going to be all over soon, that was said. And I seen this 2 women dressed up, and then outside this building, they have these 2 women dressed up in their uniform, like the Homeland Security uniform, and then they have this white man, he come out like he the boss of them, so he goes past one and touch her on the shoulder. And so she looked around to see who touched her. And it was him, and then he was walking away. So that's another dream. Let me see. Because I'll tell you these dreams, and oh man, this is almost over. Yeah, I ain't got that much time left. I told you, man, them 45 minutes go by so fast. But I got a couple of more dreams. But man, I don't know what to say because I had I really didn't get to read. I tell you, I really didn't get to read no scripture to you. And I just read the dreams to you. I got two more dreams. I got a childhood dream, and I got a dream about Michael Strahan in this. And that's gonna take a while. So, but anyway, like I said, go back to about the cup. So what these people have done, these people had to fill you up. That cup, they took everything and put in your mind. So we're gonna say the cup is your mind, your body. So what they did, they fill you with all this filthiness. Yeah, all this filthiness, all these scriptures and everything that don't mean nothing. It don't mean anything. You can say them over and over again. You've been reciting them since you was a kid, or you've been reciting them since you got into the knowledge of the law of God. And you say these things. And where you get them from? Did the law of God come itself and give it to you? Or you've been listening to these pastors, preachers, shepherds, and teachers and all of them, and they gave it to you and tell you this mean this and that mean that, when it doesn't. Yeah, that's what they do. And then, so now you got all that old stuff filled in your cup. I know I wanted to read to you. So now you got all that old stuff filled in your cup. That's what you do. But you got to empty your cup and get your cup empty so the Lord God, and so you can refill it up with the truth. That's what I had to do. I keep telling you, that's what I had to do. The Lord God made me empty and stripped me naked of everything. And then he was able to teach. That's why he said, I wish it was hot or cold. Because you lukewarm, I spew you out your mouth. That's why he said that. Then he goes on to say, the Lord God, like I told you, they go ahead and read Isaiah chapter 28 and say, who I can teach knowledge? Yeah, who can understand doctrine except for him that is drawn from the breast? He can't teach you knowledge, can't teach you doctrine, can't teach you nothing. Because why are you still hanging on to the breast, that stuff that they taught you, and fill that cup up with you, and you can't learn nothing. No, you can't learn nothing. You got to empty that cup so the Lord God can refill it up with something. And I tell you, you have enemies out there. And the Lord God tell you pray for your enemies. I know you're praying for your enemies. How you pray for your enemies? Go to the Psalms. I keep telling you, go to the book of Psalms. When some people doing it, when something's not going, and you in the Lord God, and you know you keeping this holy covenant, that you went back in the bonds of the covenant, keeping all 10 days, keeping this whole Sabbath, keeping the covenant day. Go to the Psalms. This is Psalms 25. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies trump over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed was transgressed without a cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy paths. See, we say you got to amp out all that stuff, just like I showed you about that lamp. Have anyone taught you about that lamp? But you read it all the time. You read it like we said, 10 versions. You read it all the time, but they never teach you that. No. All right. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Salvation. I'll get back to that. Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercy and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor the transgressions. According to the mercy, remember me for the goodness' sake. And I will tell you, man, they wanted to hold David for the sins of his youth, and they trying to hold you for the sins of your youth. Yeah, they do it all the time. Good and upright is the Lord, therefore will he teach sinners in the way. The meek will he guide in judgment, and meek will he teach his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant and his testimony. So that's why I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you and telling you where you get all the law of God testimonies from. And his covenant is an everlasting covenant. So where's that covenant? You find the covenant in the second chapter of Jubilees. The second chapter of Jubilees and the 50th chapter of Jubilees. You find the covenant. That's an everlasting covenant. And then when you read the book Hashes, all through that, different covenants, because you have different covenants. But the main covenant, among verse 11, the main covenant is this here. All your fathers, and I don't go back all the way. I just start off the posterity of Enoch and how Enoch asked the Lord God to leave him a posterity, which a righteous seed. So what Enoch had to do, Enoch had to repent with his whole heart, keep all God's commandments, and enter into the bind of that covenant. Then, it's 45 minutes. Then, as he done it, then he taught who? He taught Methuselah to do it. And Methuselah taught who? Noah to do it. And Moses taught who? Shem to do it. And Shem taught who to do it? Abraham. And I have read I have read that to you. And listen to my other videos. Don't even listen to my other videos. Just go read the books I told you to read. And then he told you that Abraham did it. Then Abraham taught who? Isaac. Isaac taught Jacob. Jacob taught our fathers, the 12 patriarchs, our fathers from whom we come from. That's what he did. So, and that's the bind of that's the covenant. That's an everlasting covenant. That's a forever covenant. Repent with your whole heart, keep all his law, and keep all his covenant. That's Deuteronomy chapter 28, Deuteronomy chapter 7. And for my name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity, for it is great. What is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way that he should choose. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. So the earth is meant to be inhabited. All the people telling you some God coming to fly you away, keep on believing that lie. Here. It's a lie. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. The secret of the Lord is them that fear, and he will show him what? His covenant, the everlasting covenant. My eyes are ever towards the Lord, for he plucked my feet out of the net. It's an evil net. Turn thee unto me and have mercy upon me, for I am desolate and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. O bring thou me out of my distress. Look upon my affliction and my pain, and forgive all my sins. Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with a cruel hatred. That's what it said. I'll repeat that. Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with a cruel hatred. Keep my soul and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in thee. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his trouble. So who is Israel? We are Israel. And what we're in? Trouble. Oh, man, we're in trouble. Yep. Then we go Psalms chapter 28. Psalms chapter 8. That was 25. We're going to Psalms chapter 28. Unto thee will I cry, O Lord, my rock. Be not silent to me, lest if thou be silent to me, I become like them that go down into the pit. Hear the voice of my supplication when I cry unto thee, when I lift up my hands towards thy holy oracle. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbor, but mischief is in their hearts. So you're in that season. Give them according to their deeds, according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands, and render to them their deserts. Because they regard not the works of the Lord, nor the operation of his hand. He shall destroy them and not build them up. Blessed be the Lord, because he hath heard the voice of my supplication. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoices, and with my song will I praise him. The Lord is their strength, and he is the saving strength of his anointing. Save thy people and bless thy inheritance. Feed them also and lift them up forever. That's it. Another truth before I go. I was looking, because they're all over the television. Saturday night, Sunday morning, all this man called John Carpenter. And boy, now he done got him riled it up. Yeah, and talking all that stuff. But remember this. I don't care what they say and how they say it or what they do. Wait on it, because they surely going to ask you for some money. Yep. And now the Lord God said, you can turn this house into a den of thieves. And man, do they ask for money? Yeah, they plunder and do everything else, man. So that's what's going on. So this is not by might nor by power, but my spirit, said Lord of hosts. And I'm Elijah. Until next time.